The Blended Learning team at FLVS presents Planning for Your Elementary Lab. First, you will want to set the course for success. Things to consider are course selection and scheduling. FLVS offers core courses and electives for grades kindergarten through 5th. Check out our course offerings by going to flvs.net, clicking on Courses, and then Elementary to see a full description of courses. Be sure to plan for an appropriate amount of time for each course. Elective courses require a minimum of 1 hour per week, while core courses require a minimum of 1 hour a day, 4 to 5 days a week. Our FLVS instructors will create a PACE plan according to your specific school calendar. FLVS instructors are expecting each student to complete the segment coursework by the end of your school semester, and if completed, they will issue each student's individual grade. Next, you will need to map out a plan. Things to consider are the role of the facilitator and your classroom setup. The facilitator plays a very special role in the success of your lab and of your students. The following skills are recommended for an effective facilitator: basic computer skills, organized, an encourager and motivator, a strong communicator, and effective classroom management. When you first choose your facilitator, their responsibilities will include viewing the training resources provided by the FLVS Blended Learning team, which includes both videos and a facilitator guide. Communication is another key to success for the facilitator of your lab. The facilitator is expected to communicate regularly with the FLVS instructor to facilitate a healthy lab. Another responsibility of the facilitator will be to assist students in uploading their assignments to the instructor using software like Dropbox. For more details on this, see our training resources on organizing and uploading student work. The facilitator will want to plan ahead and print student worksheets. One tip is to print all worksheets needed at the beginning of each month or even each quarter. This is a great way to prepare for the adventure ahead. The elementary classroom can be a very busy place. The facilitator will need to make sure there are dedicated times for FLVS courses each and every week. Elementary students will need help getting organized. A super way to keep them on track is to set up weekly folders and semester binders. For strategies on this, see our training resources titled Organizing and Uploading Student Work. Prepare for your adventure by considering all the needs of the physical lab, including lab setup and technology requirements. Our technology requirements include each student needing access to a PC or laptop with a reliable internet connection. In addition, a designated lab phone should be available for student, facilitator, and FLVS instructor communication. Your facilitator will also need access to a printer. Microsoft Word is needed on each computer, so students are able to open course documents. Other software needed might include web-based software like Dropbox or Google Drive, as well as Java. Elementary classrooms are set up in a variety of ways. Your lab may be a center or station in the classroom or a separate computer lab. Whichever you choose, please provide a computer area with minimal distractions for maximum learning. Other materials needed are printing paper and headphones. Specific courses may require other materials. For example, supplies for art class or materials for a science experiment may be required. Now that you have an overview of how to set up an FLVS elementary lab, let's take a look at what steps you will need to get your lab started and what to expect during the process. The first step to planning your elementary lab with Florida Virtual School is to contact your District Relations Manager, or DRM, to begin lab planning. Your school administrator then needs to sign the contract or agreement. Next, you will submit reservations and rosters to your blended learning specialist or district relations manager. You will use the spreadsheet provided for your roster. Then you will provide your BLS and DRM with the facilitator contact information. This includes their email and the lab phone number. Once we receive your rosters and your blended learning specialist registers your students, you will receive login information for each student. Passwords are temporary and may need to be reset when logging in for the first time. Placement times can take 7 to 10 days after rosters are received. So what can you, your students, and your facilitator expect as you begin your adventure? You can expect a learning curve as students and facilitators learn their way in and around their courses. This learning curve can last a week up to several weeks. It is expected and is completely normal. The first week of school will be very busy. Students will learn to log into their course. The teacher will set up a welcome call with the students, the facilitator, and possibly even the parents. Also, students will learn the layout of their course as the facilitator works to set up binders and folders. This week, the teacher will communicate PACE plans and expectations as well. Course themes are fun with simple layouts for easy access. Courses have easy-to-find modules with both lessons and assessments. Students are able to look at their gradebook whenever they would like. Keep in mind that FLVS courses are divided into 2 semesters and students should only work on their current semester. Students will work online to complete their course. Their teacher is available for questions and may schedule a weekly or bi-weekly call into the lab. The teacher may even provide awesome live lessons when needed. Students can find many other resources within their courses. Here are just a few. Each grade level has its own toolkit with lots of helpful resources. Another helpful resource is the course weekly expectations. Students can find this by logging into their individual courses. An additional resource is our FLVS Media Center, which is available to all Florida Virtual School elementary students. If you have any questions at all regarding elementary labs at FLVS, we are always happy to help. Please contact your district relations manager or blended learning specialist. We are excited to work with you and your elementary students and wish you happy adventures ahead.